Welcome to the Lean Startup by Eric Ries, unleashing the power of rapid innovation. Introduction: Redefining entrepreneurship. The Lean Startup is not just a manual for launching businesses. It is a philosophy that reshapes the way we approach innovation, risk, and growth. In its pages, Eric Ries challenges the traditional models of entrepreneurship, arguing that the key to success lies not in endless planning and guesswork, but in rapid, iterative learning and adapting. For entrepreneurs, this approach is nothing short of revolutionary. It's a call to embrace uncertainty, learn from failures, and use data-driven experiments to guide every decision. This mindset shift from a rigid, long-term planning approach to a dynamic, feedback-oriented process is perhaps the single most powerful revelation in the book. Embracing uncertainty. The art of the experiment. One of the core ideas of the Lean Startup is that uncertainty is an inherent part of entrepreneurship. Traditional business models assume that you can predict the future with enough planning, but Ries argues that in today's rapidly changing world, uncertainty is the only certainty. The key, then, is to embrace it. By adopting a mindset that views every venture as an experiment, you begin to see failures not as defeats, but as data points that help you refine your product and strategy. This lesson is transformative for entrepreneurs. Instead of fearing failure, you learn to welcome it as a necessary part of the journey. Every failed experiment brings you one step closer to discovering what truly works. This approach transforms risk into a structured, manageable process. It teaches you to ask, "What do I not know?" and then to find answers through experiments. This constant cycle of testing and learning is the engine of innovation and is what allows you to pivot quickly when something isn't working. The build, measure, learn feedback loop. At the heart of the Lean Startup is the build, measure, learn feedback loop, a simple yet profound framework that encourages entrepreneurs to create a minimum viable product MVP, test it in the market, and learn from customer feedback. This cycle is about efficiency and speed. Instead of spending years perfecting a product in isolation, you build the simplest version of your idea, launch it, and let real customer data guide your next steps. This approach has several key benefits for entrepreneurs. Rapid validation. By quickly launching an MVP, you can validate your business idea with actual market data rather than assumptions. This reduces the risk of investing heavily in an unproven product. Resource efficiency. Time and money are scarce resources. The build, measure, learn cycle ensures that you spend them wisely by focusing on what matters most: customer feedback and market fit, agility and flexibility. When you embrace continuous learning, you become more agile. You're not locked into a single vision. Instead, you're constantly adapting, pivoting, and refining your strategy based on what the market tells you. For entrepreneurs, this cycle is more than a business model. It's a way of life. It means being humble enough to learn from your customers and brave enough to change course when necessary. It's a disciplined yet creative approach to building something that truly resonates with the people it's meant to serve. The minimum viable product, MVP. Starting small, thinking big. Another cornerstone of Ries's philosophy is the concept of the minimum viable product MVP. An MVP is not a low-quality product. It's the simplest version of your product that allows you to start the learning process as quickly as possible. By launching an MVP, you're saying, "I have a hypothesis about what customers want, and I'm going to test it immediately." For entrepreneurs, the MVP is liberating. It takes the pressure off of trying to create a perfect product on the first try. Instead, it allows you to focus on the core value proposition and iterate based on real-world feedback. This is a critical shift in mindset from trying to predict the future to creating it through experimentation. Every iteration brings you closer to product market fit, and every lesson learned is a building block for your future success. The MVP also teaches you the importance of prioritizing features. In a world where you could build countless iterations of your product, the MVP forces you to identify what is truly essential for your customers. This discipline not only saves resources but also sharpens your focus on what really matters. learning from failure, reframing setbacks as stepping stones. In the lean startup, failure is not the end. It's the beginning of learning. One of the most profound lessons for any entrepreneur is that setbacks are not personal. They are data. Each failure is a feedback mechanism that tells you what doesn't work, so you can pivot and try something new. This idea can be both liberating and empowering. When you stop fearing failure, you open yourself up to experimentation and innovation. You learn to see every rejection, every misstep, as an opportunity to improve. This reframing of failure is essential for any entrepreneur who wants to build a resilient and adaptable business. For me, the greatest revelation is that success is not measured by how many times you win, but by how many times you bounce back from setbacks. The entrepreneurial journey is full of ups and downs, but the key is to keep moving forward, using each experience as a stepping stone towards greater success. By embracing failure as part of the process, you develop the persistence and resilience needed to achieve lasting wealth and fulfillment. The entrepreneurial mindset, a continuous journey of growth. Ultimately, the lean startup is a call to cultivate an entrepreneurial mindset, one that is rooted in continuous learning, agility, and an unwavering commitment to experimentation. This mindset is not confined to startups. It applies to every aspect of life, whether you're launching a new business, scaling an existing one, or navigating personal challenges. The principles of rapid iteration, customer feedback, and learning from failure can be transformative. For those who aspire to be entrepreneurs, the message is clear. Success is built on the willingness to experiment, the courage to pivot, and the humility to learn from every experience. It's about stripping away the fear of failure and embracing the unknown with curiosity and determination. When you adopt this mindset, you become not just a business owner, but a lifelong learner, always evolving, always improving, and always moving closer to your vision of success. This lesson is especially powerful for anyone seeking to create wealth and fulfillment. It reminds us that the journey to success is not a straight line, but a series of iterative steps that, over time, lead to exponential growth. With each experiment, each pivot, and each lesson learned, you build a more robust, resilient, and innovative business. Conclusion. The legacy of the lean startup. Reflecting on the lean startup, my greatest revelation is that entrepreneurship is less about grand plans and more about the courage to experiment and learn continuously. It's a philosophy that empowers you to transform uncertainty into opportunity, failure into feedback, and every challenge into a stepping stone toward success. For entrepreneurs, this is the ultimate blueprint for creating wealth and fulfillment. It teaches us that by embracing a mindset of experimentation, staying agile, and constantly learning from our experiences, we can unlock limitless potential in any realm of life. Let this philosophy guide you as you embark on your entrepreneurial journey, reminding you that the path to success is paved with resilience, adaptability, and a relentless commitment to growth. In the end, the true secret to wealth isn't a secret at all. It's the willingness to learn, adapt, and innovate every single day. This meditation on the lean startup is a testament to the power of continuous learning and innovation. May it inspire you to reimagine your approach to entrepreneurship and build a legacy of lasting success and wealth.